to do the B part of the inspection if they tell us to do the B, which they're not going to say B, but okay.
So they'll say something like, hey, start in the driver's side door, work your way to the rear tractor axle, and include all coupling related equipment, right? So I'll say, okay, I'll start with the mirror bracket. It's secure, it's not bent or broken, it's no missing hardware. The mirrors themselves aren't cracked, loose, or missing. My door handle is intact. Door is working, it opens and closes. My door hinges are secure. There's no missing hardware. My handrail is secure, not bent or broken. My steps are securely mounted to the fuel tank, right? No grease or oil on there, no missing hardware. My fuel tank is strapped to the frame. The straps aren't cracked, loose, or missing. There are no leaks on the tank and the cap is tight. My battery box is bolted to the frame, no missing hardware. The cap is on securely. My steps and catwalk are secure, no missing hardware, not bent or broken. My frame is secure, not bent or broken, no illegal welds, right? In here, my air tanks are securely mounted to the frame. The straps aren't loose or missing. The air lines coming off the tanks aren't leaking. My drive shaft is secure, not bent or broken. The U-joints are secure. There's nothing stuck in the middle of them, right?
Yep.
They're not bent or broken. And the muffler and exhaust are secure, strapped to the frame. Straps aren't cracked, loose, or missing, and it's not leaking, right?
Yes.
Then I'll move on to the stuff that gets like samey with A, right? So spring mount is securely mounted to the frame, no missing hardware, not bent or broken. My leaf springs are secure, they're not scissoring, they're not bent or broken. And my U-bolts are secure, not missing any hardware, not bent or broken. My shock absorber is securely mounted on top and bottom, and it's not leaking, right? Then I'll move on to my brakes. Brakes are 6 items. I like to call them out in pairs, right? So my chamber and hoses are secure, not bent or broken, no audible leaks. The fittings don't look to be loose or missing, right?
Yep.
My slack adjuster and push rod, which you're going to see best probably from the underside of the
Yeah, I can't really get it.
They're tough to see. But the slack adjuster and push rod are not bent or broken, they're not loose. There's no missing hardware. I'll show you. It's tough. I'll actually point it out to you from the other side.
Okay.
So, if I was sitting like right here, see it there?
Yes.
That's the slack adjuster and push rod, right?
Yep.
Secure, not bent or broken. In order to check the slack for the slack adjuster there, I would have to chalk my wheels and release the parking brake, right? It shouldn't have more than an inch of play. My drum and lining, which are on the inner rim here, are secure. I don't see any grease or oil. And the lining ought to be at least a 1/4 inch thick, right?
Right.
Then the tires are pretty similar to A, but because they're dual tires, I'm gonna look like in between them. Then I'll say, hey, there's nothing stuck in the middle. The inner rims are touching, and the space between the tires is normal, right?
Yep.
Then the actual tires, there are 3 aspects of the tires I'm gonna wanna mention in order to get credit. First, fair condition, no cuts, bubbles, or tears. The tread is at least 4/32 of an inch deep, and it's properly inflated to at least 80 pounds of pressure. In order to check the pressure, I would use a tire gauge on both my inner and outer valves, air valves, right?
Yep.
Mentioning air valves, I'll probably mention the air valve right here, which is secure, it's capped, it's not loose. My lug nuts are secure, they're not excessively rusted, there's no silver lining to indicate they're loose, right? The axle seal here is secure, no missing hardware, not cracked or leaking. My mud flap is secure, not touching the ground or tire, right? And now, do keep in mind, I would have done the coupling as part of B as well, but we're just kind of skipping over it
Okay,
because
skip the coupling.
Because we did it already, right?
Yes.
And then the when you're doing the coupling back here, like your standard like apron, skid plate kind of stuff, you also want to mention the tail lights and the hazard lights, right?
Okay.
And the license plate and the airbags or air suspenders right here,
Yes.
right? Which are an extra part of the suspension that we only have at this axle, right? So that's kind of like a quick summary of the B, right?
Okay.
So,